I don't know who I am, Papa.
I know who you are. And no name, it's your time.
There's a lot to look at in this film. You see a lot of detail and effort that the art department's put into it, blending the style of our graphic sensibility with the cinematic look. It looks wonderful.
People can come to this without ever having seen a Smurf, with no preconceived notions, and have a great time.
I can go anywhere in the world and tell people I'm working on a Smurfs movie, and they're like ecstatic. Having that kind of privilege is amazing.
Check this out.
We're on location in Rome, subbing for Paris and shooting the disco club scene. And we had the pleasure of bringing DJ Snake here, who was amazing. His performance infused this place with energy. It's a disco in full swing. A huge party atmosphere.
I grew up with Smurf, so to me that was automatic. Yes, I'm down, of course. I want to be a part of this. I grew up with this, and that's great that the new generation is going to keep having Smurf around because they're the best.
We're going to the moment right before we see DJ Snake as our Smurfs coming into this room, which will be filled with dancers and a bartender and a completely raging party.
We're trying things out, and we're looking for that moment, that energy. You're trying to catch the crowd. And when you catch them, it's over. When you get them in your hand, you can't let them go nowhere. You shake them up. It's like a roller coaster with different type of emotions. I like to give an experience. We're looking for that magic energy, trying to read the crowd and understand what they want and what they need. It's all about the timing and the energy. I wanted like something danceable, some dope vibes, match the scene, like they're in the club, vibing, having a good moment. So I had to match the energy and create something fresh.
They're going to infiltrate the disco.
Avoid feet!
Stay unseen by the patrons. They're going to make their way up onto the bar, up this rafter, and over the disco ball up there where they jump into. And there's a secret society of Smurfs that actually exists inside that ball, and they need their help.
See you on the other side.
Don't take this the wrong way, but you Smurfs don't know Smurf about Smurf.
I've probably personally Smurfed more than you'll ever Smurf.
This Smurf movie is different layers. They're gonna have a good time, for sure. The energy's gonna be great, and it's gonna be fun.
It makes the job really interesting to be on location. We have about 100 people here, and we're shooting blank spaces where we will eventually put our Smurfs in there. It is funny, and it is a challenge. You have to just imagine these little 6-inch characters running around everywhere. It's movie magic, as they say.
And there's a lot of very talented people involved, so I'm really excited to see what the other artists are bringing to the table. I mean, everybody loves Smurf, and I'm just excited to be a part of this. This is such an iconic movie. This is something new for me and a great challenge. From DJ Snake to DJ Smurf. I'm Gargamel for sure. I'm a bad boy.
It's a wrap.
Henry Jackman's contribution to this film is amazing. Henry tapped into it immediately. He's brought this vibe that feels like it's from the 80s, that whole period of big action adventure music. It's really, really extraordinary. And to Henry's credit, also marrying what Rihanna has offered, what our music directors, Jay Brown and Ty Smith, have offered, Henry has just found a way to kind of glue it all seamlessly.
I think it might be the
first movie I've worked on where they were so far ahead. The very first meeting, they showed me various scenes they had from the movie, which already showed me how surrealistic some of these sequences were. And they played me 6 songs and where they all went. All of that was in place. So I got a really strong sense of all these really important junctures in the movie. And it just helps you navigate what score will be doing around these song high points. So even though the score doesn't sound exactly like a Rihanna song, a long way from it, in fact, it's more just knowing what you're aiming towards and coming away from.
Initiate extraction measures. Yes, Lord Razamel, most evil.
One of the things I really enjoyed about this movie is I get not 1, but 2 evil wizards. That is the ultimate invitation to open up a channel of musical influence that isn't normally available to you in a more, realistic movie. It's not appropriate to have some enormous Wagnerian thing, because that would seem ridiculous. And the more you make the wizards sort of melodramatic and schizophrenic, the better it is.
It's good to see you, Papa Smurf.
I cannot say the same.
I think one of the things to be celebrated in this movie is musically, it really does have a bit of everything. And it's really diverse. So you're going to get all the way from this Rihanna song that happens pretty early to these huge Wagnerian wizard pieces as he's sort of trying to take over the world. That's one of the things I really enjoy, when things aren't kind of monochrome musically. You can really indulge yourself as much as possible in the given amount of time. It's a really lush, full, giant score, and very moving at times when it needs to be. There's a lot of comedy going on in the film, but in a way, my job was more to do with the character No Name. Everyone in the village has the confidence of knowing what they do, and he feels lost because he doesn't have a sense of what his thing is. And that's more emotional. That's something more to get your teeth into as a composer. As soon as you come out of Smurf Village, some of the more pop elements that make you feel at home and safe disappear, and things become much grander and more symphonic because the Smurfs themselves are out of their comfort zone. So it's a lot more adventurous. By the time you get to the third act of the film, I'm really proud of how the score in general becomes pretty much like the third act of an opera. It gets pretty serious. We were able to push the whole third act of the film into something that felt like the stakes were hugely high. Ultimately, it is a symphonic score. But having said that, there's so many regional and geographic places that the Smurfs go to that there's a whole load of synth elements, ethnic flutes going on. There's a whole area that's almost a bit Ennio Morricone. It's got all these little pockets of flavor. It's a crazy adventure.
Hold it out!
It's great to know that you've written it and the directors have approved it and you know it's going to work, but it's still not alive yet. And then you show up here and suddenly these incredible musicians take it and push it to the next level. It's such a communal kind of experience because everyone's mind is focused in the same way. Is undeniably the most exhilarating part of it. I've worked with this orchestra many times, and this score was particularly tricky and had a lot of demanding parts, and they even exceeded my expectations.
Thank you for clicking on our video, everybody. If you like what you saw here, please make sure you like the video and subscribe and share with your friends who like this sort of content. Joblo remains an independent company, and we appreciate all of your support.